Hello ladies and gentlemen, Ecology here, and welcome back to the 9.13 test server. And in this video I'll be showing you three vehicles like this Pz.Kpfw.II Luchs. And I think it's fantastic. I'm also going to be showing you a French TD and I think the Comet. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the HD models. And here we are with a German tank, the Pz.II Luchs, or Luchs, or whatever you want to call it. I call it the Luche. And if you call it something else, that's fine. But I think it's pretty. Look how pretty she is. I love the gun. I know a lot of people have the autocannon, but I refuse the autocannon. I like the 5cm, or the 5-inch, or whatever. I think that's the cutest little gun ever. But let's go over the trench, and let's see if the suspension is just as cute. I hit the wood. I love it. Need some slow speed. 5 kilometers. Blonk down, up, up. I love it. She's adorable. Oh, look at that. I love it. Look at the jiggle physics. The jiggle physics is the track moving in a way that jiggles and joggles and other things. I like it. I like this thing a lot. I think it's very pretty and sexy. This is one of my favorite light tanks from the German tech tree so far. I'm liking the Pz.Kpfw.II. I think that's it. The Spa Panzer. Yes. And there's too much. I love the rear idler wheel. The rear idler wheel looks fantastic. I like the way it's designed. I like the way it looks. I think it's fantastic. Now the road wheels, or the suspension parts, are pretty bland. I have to say, there's not really much detail to them. The drive sprocket is nicely done. It matches with the road wheel. Look at that. All the teeth are in its correct position, which is fantastic. Let's see. Top detail. You got testicle on the front. You got the viewport for the co-driver or the driver. You got some storage boxes on the side. You got the side skirts. This turret has the nice German logo, smoke launchers, and on the side skirts you got some scissors or shears or cutters, and you got your tank bar, which is quite nice, I have to say. And now traverse the tank. There we go. And let's look at the front in some detail. Well, the track is nicely detailed for a small little track. The front of the tank has some spare track, meaning spaced armor on the front, which is nice. There's another testicle on a stick. I don't know what the heck that is. If you know what it is, please tell me in the comments, because all I'm going to say is a testicle on a stick. A very cute 5-inch cannon. I think it's the 5-inch, which is rifled. You can see rifling down in there, which is nice. The driver's hatch, or driver's viewport, the middle viewport, I think that's a viewport, and the co-driver's viewport. There is no hatches on the roof for the driver to get in, which is kind of sad. There is a coaxial machine gun in the turret. I think that's the coax. Yeah, it's a coaxial machine gun, which is nice. Got your smoke launchers. The top of the turret has a couple of viewing and 2 hatches for the crew to get in and out, which is quite nice. And let's view the other side. Well, the other side has the same with the tracks. Has a big storage box. And has a shovel on the side with the antennae and another viewport for the side. I also forgot the front has 2 headlights. I forgot about that. Yeah, other than that, it's not really much detail on this side of the tank, which is quite sad. But let's go to the rear. Now, the rear is quite barren as well, but it does have some detail. It has some of the S-hooks, or I call them S-hooks because they look like S's. Got the exhaust, which comes out and into the muffler. Nothing on this side. The top of the engine deck looks quite detailed. Got the louvers, or the grates, on the back. The back of the turret has some hatches so you can get in and out. And you got your ventilation for the engine to get clean air in. All in all, it's a small, cute little tank. I like the way the looks. I like the way the looks forms and plays. And I know a lot of people will probably say, why aren't you using the autocannon? It's because I don't like the autocannon. I played it with the autocannon, and I'm just not a big fan. I always was a fan of the 5-inch gun. Now, that's just my preference, my playstyle. So, you have your own playstyle. I'm not forcing you to play with the 5cm. It's just my preference. And with that being said, back to the garage. And here we are with the AMX AC Bio 48. And this is a French tank destroyer. Well, I say French. It's partial German as well. It's French-German. It's hybrid. French-German. It's French, yes, but it has German parts. So German design influence. So let's go over some trenches. Some trenches. Ooh, look at that. That is wonderful. I love when the suspension is so fluid like that. Up and down. The track jiggles and wobbles here and there. So fantastic. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Let's go slow-mo. Oh, as slow as I can make it. Oh, that's so pretty. Oh, that's really pretty. I love it. I love it to death. Now, I'm not a big fan of this tank, but I might play it again because it's HD and it looks a lot better. Whee! Oh, I love the suspension. Love it. Like, it looks like it got a better gun, because I don't remember playing it with this gun. And the front armor looks much better, looks much more beefier, and it doesn't look like it's going to be such a pain in the butt. But let's look at the detail, shall we? Let's see, this is the problem that I think might happen, the drive sprocket not mashing. No, it mashes pretty well, I think. No, it doesn't. Never mind. No, I'd give that a failing grade of matching with the track. But I didn't expect it too good. So, the road wheels look nice. And so does the front drive sprocket. The return track is nice. Side details kind of bland. You got a shovel and a pickaxe. And then you got nothing. But look how thick the front plate must be. That looks thick. Well, let's turn the tank facing the camera. And let's check out this very long gun. Does it have rifling? It does. Look at it. Ah, there we go. Rifles. I love it. But other than that, let's see other detail. It has a tow rope in the front with two hooks, just in case it gets stuck. Has two headlights. Has a horn. Beep, beep. And this is where the driver view looks out of. That's the driver's port. That's the gunner's port. That's where the gunner looks out. Cool. And that's the loader's port, I guess. The top has a machine gun. I don't know what kind of machine gun that is. But it looks a lot better because now it looks like it can rotate and turn and depress and elevate. The hammerhead shark viewport, where the commander would be, the commander's port, looks pretty nice. Following back, you got two nice hatches to look at the crew. That's the crew hatches. And then you got this nice tarp. You got the antennae. And then you got the engine hatch behind the tent or tarp. Got the engines on each side. And then we got a anti-aircraft dual-purpose battery turret, which you can't use. Which is upsetting, but maybe one day you will be using this anti-aircraft gun mount turret, which looks pretty good actually. And let's turn to the other side. Let's see if there's more detail on this side of the vehicle. Which there isn't much. You see a better side view of the machine gun turret. Better view of the side of the anti-aircraft gun turret. This side you got a tank bar, a sledgehammer, and axe to cut your trees down. Perfect side. Not bad, but not the best. You still will get hit in the side and take damage. Ooh, I'm inside the tank. That's scary, actually. And now the rear of the tank. Has a big track, big spare track in the back. Has two big exhausts, huge exhausts, and a nice hatch to view the engine. Or get in and out of that mini turret. I'm not quite sure. Might be both. And then you get the rear of the mini turret, which isn't bad. Well, I give the suspension an A+. I give the dry sprocket a failing grade because it doesn't really mash with the wheels. But looking at this way, it does look like it mashes, but I give that a failing grade. Detail, it's good detail, but it's still kind of bland. Half the tank is kind of just nothingness. But with that being said, it does look nice, and I do like this tank. I might play it again. The front plate looks very strong now. Wonder if they buffed up the front plate a lot. So, never know. It says green. No, it bounced. Wow, I'm surprised. Well, with that being said, back to the garage. Here we are with the Comet. Finally, the Comet is HD and it looks fantastic. Let's go over the trench. Bop, boop, bop, boop, bop, boop. See, the thing that makes this different than the Cromwell is that it has return rollers like the Centurion. Like, the track isn't resting on the road wheels, which is a nice feature, because then it doesn't get stuck and it doesn't get mud up and it doesn't have a tendency to fly everywhere and, you know, look dumb. Which I like. I like return rollers. But I also like non-return rollers. Like, can't win. It looks nice. I have to say, it looks nice. I like the Comet. The Comet was one of my favorite tanks, because the Cromwell was too fast for me. I don't really like fast, quickie tanks, because it makes me play, well, like a scout tank. You just rush in there and see how fast you can die, basically. Play style I played with it. Which isn't how you're supposed to play with it. Alright. Got a nice dry sprocket, which it does mash with the holes, which is nice. Yes, nice. The road wheels are very nice, nicely detailed. Not as bland as those cruiser tanks that I looked at. Nice either wheel. The return rollers are great as well. There's not much side skirting. There's a little here and in the front to protect stuff, but no side skirts, which is sad. You got the hatch here to get in and out for the driver, or the co-driver, or the machine gunner. You got a hat or a box on the side for storage. You're starting to get your tools. You got your shovel, your pickaxe, your tank bar. Excuse me. I just ate some breakfast and it's not sitting well. Turret detail. You have some strapping. Got some hooks to lift it up. You got a light on top of it. Other than that, the side of the turret looks pretty bland. Let's look at the front. Now, the front of the tank has the very big gun. I don't know what caliber it is. Probably 17-pounder of some sort. It does have rifling, which is good. The track detail is fantastic. I have to say that's a very nice looking track. There's some tow ropes on the top of it. Or in front of it. You got the driver's hatch. Got the machine gunner's place. Gun. Got some viewports so they can see out of, which is nice. Top of the turret, or yeah, the front of the turret has a machine gun, the gun, and the viewport to sight tanks. Has some more viewports on top. Hatches to get in and out. The commander's hatch is right here. Pretty big. Pretty nice. Got two antennae in the back for good radio communication. Onwards to the last side of this beautiful tank of sorts. Same detail as it was on the other side. You got your other hatch for your driver. You got your box for storage. You don't really get that many tools. You do get this metal bar type thingy which isn't bad, but it is lacking detail. Alright, the rear. The rear of the tank has this leaf spring. I don't know what it is, but it's a leaf spring, probably to alleviate tensions for the towing something, I guess. I'm trying to look at it more. But it is a leaf spring. You can see it's a leaf spring. So there's a box in the rear, probably to have more storage, or it's the rear telephone. There is another box back here. And there's another box on the other side. On top you get the grate for the exhaust system. Then you got the hatches for the engine, transmission, cooling system, and all that other stuff. The back of the turret has 2 automatic fire extinguishers, I think that's what it is, and there is a travel lock in the back of the tank as well, which looks cool. And there's a spare box on the back of the turret. This whole section back here is a box, which adds storage for the crew to put their belongings and tents and stuff, which is nice. I do like this thing. Like I said, I love the Comet. A lot of people don't like the Comet. Like, they played the Cromwell, and then they play the Comet, and they say the Cromwell's 3 times better. I beg to differ, because I like the Comet more. It's slower, meaning I have to play, well, my play style. And it's not that maneuverable as the Cromwell. The Cromwell was just way too maneuverable. It was way too everything, and it made me play like garbage, so that's why I like the Comet. With that being said, back to the garage. Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed that, and like I said in the last video, if you really want to see the camouflage, like the winter camouflage for these tanks, please tell me in the description to see more in-depth detail. But with that said, that's it for this video, and thank you so much for watching. Remember to click the like button and to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you in another video. I'll see you in more HD videos, because I have 4 more left to do. So yeah, bye bye, see you guys.